好，谢谢。这个是国际这个环境流行病学年会，这个可以说是在研究环境健康最重要的一个国际组织。那已经有26年再次来到我们台湾来举行。上次的大会的筹备主席是当时的陈建仁教授那这一次就是由我们国卫院的来跟高雄医学大学、高雄市政府大家共同来举办那我想现阶段也因为包括这个气候变迁等等这些的因素那会议主要要探讨在于动物人类以及环境健康彼此相互依存的一些错综复杂的关系那怎么样能够在包括这个一些像我们常见的污染物的暴露那以及环境健康跟职业医学等等这些领域的一些专题的一些研究那我想这个会议的主题是 One Health One Planet， 意思是说这个健康一体这个同一个星球在于说在倡议这个彼此之间如何加强在这个环境健康的国际合作来促进这个人类的健康那我想我们非常高兴能够跟包括国卫院跟我们高雄医学大学大家共同来举办那尤其我们高雄也刚通过净零条例那我想会议中的很多的共识或者是结论那应该可以作为很多在公共卫生决策跟健康促进策略的一些参考。特别这个应该是我们很多人促成的包括国卫院还有高雄市当然市长是学工卫的当然是很积极来促成我们也会提供必要的协助。
市长明年度的那个统筹分配管高雄拿人均1.58万元，仅次于台北，这个结果你满意吗？
你说平均人均1.58万元，这个不能这样算我们人口跟台北一样差不多，但是我们的土地面积是台北的11倍大，光是一些道路或者是排水系统防洪等等这些设施所需要的预算，当然就比台北来的多那另外我们高雄在经济的贡献包括说一些重工业也随之带来一些环境的保护的课题的严峻的程度也比其他县市来得高所以我们也希望说中央能够在这个统筹分配款一般补助之外可以在计划型的这些补助给认真的城市多一点鼓励让我们可以更普遍的来照顾所有的市民朋友。我昨天有跟教育局、社会局以及陈副部长去探视家属跟这个2位小朋友，所以这段时间我们应该要给家属还有小朋友更多的支持。那尤其心理的复原还有整个生活的照顾都是长期性的工作。那所以我们也跟家属说。包括一些结合一些社会的资源，那还有社会教育等等相关的照顾跟辅导，那我们全力来落实，来引起家属能够放心。我相信这个社
赌陈建仁啊。这一支吗？还是？第二届哦。没有啊，就顶多等下就喊话而已，顶多用泵收就好了啊。
这是我动线，他妈也太凶了吧！
那个麦光应该一直这样的，不要一直玩。
Apparently somebody's gonna march in here.
大家好，我是今天的动员。稍后
Or the mayor, not only the mayor, but also the.
现在哦，待会对，待会好，先交给我。好好好。
好，再麻烦大家，那我有个走这个对，他如果要喊的话，希望是进去，好不好？
他等一下烈火嘛，要走进去，他没有要走这里哦，要从那边哦。好，
没有吧？
是啊，他刚刚在那边讲，他不是说从那边进去，而是从这边进来。
他是要走这边进来吗？
从这边还是？
我们不会走这边，院长会直接从这边，会从外面进去，所以到时候我跟大家说明啦，就是院长进来之后会先往这边进入休息区休息，会进入贵宾室休息25分钟。
进来这边，
所以大家会现在
我上门口
OK 好，好，对，到时候大家就是这样。那跟大家商量一下，就是上来进贵宾之前先不要喊，我们进场之前再喊，好不好？再麻烦大家。好，谢谢。
他说他是从这边走过去那边啊。
待会上楼的时候会先进贵宾室，对，然后点时长 OK 的时候会从贵宾室再从前面进会场。
他进贵宾室的时候不要。 这样子。
副总上来，你们先蹲一下。
好，来喽。好，结束。还有 round two， 嘿 round two， 哎 round two 你们不能太，你在这边，你要把它录就对了。你看他不是要走中间，要走那边，真的，他不是走大门。
站这边站那么久，
怎么又过来了？
大家都觉得这边角度比较好。
Hello， 主任。
院长是否确定可能会留部长啊？部长有找到这个院长看到吗？
找，大家找。
As the President of Society of Environmental Epidemiologists, it's really a great pleasure to welcome Premier Chen to our venue. It's really a huge pleasure. I learned about his work when I was a resident in my training, reading about black foot disease and how his work and the work of his team helped eradicate arsenic, and I hope you will hear this presentation today. So thank you so much for being with us today. role in a conference that has scientists and leaders like him in our ranks. I would like just to, before I leave the stage, to just say a word about the theme of this conference, which is connecting the East and the West, one healthy, one planet. And you read in the letters from the two co-chairs that this means also a focus on differences across the world, differences between countries and the differences within countries. We live in a world that is incredibly connected, that is incredibly wealthier than it used to be 100 years ago, yet there are many of us who don't benefit from the wealth we have. And therefore it's particularly important that we tackle these themes. One of my colleagues, Dean Fried at the Columbia University Bellman School of Public Health, where I work, speaks about an epidemic of isolation, an epidemic of loneliness that undermines public health. And I think one of the messages we see here with the kind welcoming of our hosts is that this is a place of friendship, this is a place of connection. This is the starting point to fight emargination and isolation. Particularly, I found our hosts incredibly kind and incredibly smart. And they embody the qualities that we all want to have in the society and we all want to promote. So I look forward to meeting all of you, learning from you, and creating new friendships and collaborations during this week. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for organizing this wonderful conference.
Continuing with our distinguished lineup, we welcome the President of the National Health Research Institute, Dr. Huikang Situ, to give address.
Good morning. Welcome to this 2023 International Society of Environmental Epidemiology Conference, with a specific theme, connecting the West and the East, one health, one planet. I'm Huikang Situ, the President of the National Health Research Institute, NHRI in Taiwan. So the NHRI is a mission-oriented research institute, similar to NIH in the United States. So on behalf of the National Health Research Institute and the organized committee as well, I would like to express our deepest appreciation to welcome all of our delegates, including our distinguished speaker, our moderator, and our participants, especially after the formidable challenge by COVID-19 pandemic in previous 4 years. We are able to gather together here in Kaohsiung, Taiwan, to have a real meeting. So we should be very proud of ourselves. So the NHI was established in 1996, supported by Taiwan government, mainly by Ministry of Health and Welfare. So now we have 8 different research institutes and 5 research centers, including our National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences, National Institute of Infectious Diseases and Pathology, and the National Institute of Cancer Research, and the Institute of the Population Health Sciences, Institute of the Drug Discovery and the Biomedical Engineering. And we also have the National Research Center for Geriatrics and Gerontology, and also the Research Center for Neuropsychiatric Disorder and Immunology. So in past 2 decades, I think the NHRI contribute a lot in the advancement of biomedical science in Taiwan, but also the health policy decision, the clinical practice, care, and ultimately the well-being in individuals and communities in Taiwan. So we are very lucky. 3 years ago, we invited Professor Bao Zhongchen, who is the chairman of the organized committee, So he moved from National Taiwan University College of Public Health to NHRI, and he served as a director in our National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences. So Professor Chen and his team are making very good progress to integrate the resources in Taiwan and also to promote the environmental health sciences. So we believe the synergy between the diverse international collaboration will be the cornerstone for our commitment to promoting the environmental health sciences. So for this 2023 conference, I can realize how much work Professor Chen and his team worker has been done. So I will propose here, please join me to give them a big hand. Without their effort, we won't be able to have this conference in this week. So we also believe this conference can provide an excellent platform to let every participant to foster the dialogue, to enhance the idea exchange, and to set up the better collaboration, and eventually to make very good progress in environmental health sciences. So finally, I hope everyone can enjoy this exciting program and enjoy your stay in Kaohsiung and Taiwan. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Situ. Our next guest needs no introduction in the city of Kaohsiung. Please join me in welcoming the Mayor of Kaohsiung City, Chi-Mai Chen, to say a few words.
Chairman of Organizing Committee, Dr. Chen Baozhong, and Principal of Kaohsiung Medical University, Yang Junhui, and President of IC, Dr. Parachetti, and Dr. Situ, and Premier Chen. Good morning, everyone. I can tell a small story because Dr. Chen Baozhong and Yang Junhui and me, we are all students of Premier Chen. He gave me an order to give the warm reception to all delegates because 25 years ago, he also the chairman, the IC host in Taipei. So it's a great honor for me to host the conference of 23. I know the main theme of this conference will give our many inspiration and achievement to accelerate the transformation for city or country. So I am very honored to host this conference in our city. This main issue of 2023 conference is connecting the East and the West. One health in one planet. One health in one planet emphasizes the complex and interdependent relationship between human health, animal health, and environmental health. We are dedicated to exploring areas such as environmental health, exposure assessment, occupational health, and climate change. I think these issues are crucial as they not only affect our individual living environment, but also involve global public health and sustainable development. So it's a great honor for our city because we are the first local government to pass the Net Zero City Management Self-Governance Ordinance on June 28 this year. Follow the central government announced the Climate Change Response Act this year. So, taking this opportunity, I wish to express my sincere welcome and appreciation to all delegates and wish you have a pleasant stay in Kaohsiung. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Chen. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're joined by a very special guest, as you already know. I'm thrilled to announce the arrival of the Premier of the Executive Yuan, Jianren Chen. Dr. Chen previously served as the Vice President of Taiwan before assuming his current role as the Premier. He is also an esteemed epidemiologist with international recognition. So, without further delay, let's welcome Premier Chen to give the final opening remarks.
Honorary Chairman Yang Pengyi, he was the former president of National Health Research Institute in Taiwan, and Mayor Chen Ki-mai, one of my best students, and also the Chair Chen Baozhong and Co-Chair Yang Junyi. I also taught them when I was in National Taiwan University College of Public Health. And also the Andrea, the president of IC, and all our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Executive Yuan, I would like to express my heartfelt welcome to all the experts, scholars, and ladies and gentlemen from around the world to have gathered in Kaohsiung for the 35th annual conference of IC. And Kaohsiung is my hometown, and Kaohsiung is also famous as the cradle of tropical medicine because Dr. Patrick Monson carried out his very famous study here, and he found that for filaria in humans is transmitted by mosquitoes. And Patrick Monson went back to Hong Kong and set up this Hong Kong Colleges of Medicine for Chinese, and now become the University of Hong Kong. And he returned to London and set up the London School of Tropical and Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. When he retired, he gave a speech and he said that the cradle of tropical medicine in the world is Kaohsiung. So welcome to Kaohsiung. The theme of this year's conference is Connecting the East and West, One Health in One Planet, exploring the impact of environmental pollution on health, covering population level, heterogeneity, and paying special focus on underrepresented groups from an international comparative perspective. The topic included environmental epidemiology, precision health, public policy, planetary health, climate change, One Health, endocrine disrupting chemicals, urban health, and children's environmental health. And I saw that I see many of my good old friends are in this audience. I would like to say hello to all of them. I know that there are about 1,500 people from 65 countries are participating in this conference, including those from Canada, the United States, Australia, France, Germany, the United Kingdom, Japan, South Korea, Malaysia, Singapore, and Thailand. There are so many. So that I did not mention all the countries you're from. And a total of 1,387 research papers will be presented and displayed. I think this is surely the world's largest scale international academic conference on environmental health. The The knowledge and insights shared by experts around the globe at this conference will contribute to our growing understanding of environmental health and the development of effective risk management strategies, which facilitating global cooperation. So allow me to take this opportunity to thank you all for your dedication to the field of environmental health. And in Chinese, 有你们真好, it means that it is really wonderful to have you to engage in environmental health, to protect human health. Thank you very much. I would like to thank the organizing committee for their hard working, especially Professor Chen Baozhong and Professor Junyi Yang. And without their effort, there was no 2023 IC meeting in Kaohsiung. So I best wish the 35th annual conference of IC in 2023 a huge success, and everyone stay in peace, joy, and health. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Premier Chen. Ladies and gentlemen, with the opening ceremony successfully concluded, we're now ready to dive into the wealth of knowledge and insights of our first keynote lecture. Let's once again welcome the Premier Chen to give the keynote speech.
May I have my slide, please? And turn off the lights here. 请关灯，然后给我So this is the first time for me to present here. That's right. High tech, high risk. I'm going to give a talk around 30 minutes, and I will try to leave around 10 to 15 minutes for the discussion. Okay. This is the topic I was requested by our chairman, Chen Baozhong, and he wanted me to talk about this. Talk about the epidemiology and public health policy decision. And I was a graduate from the Johns Hopkins University. I've engaged in environmental epidemiological study for more than 40 years. And these are my research interests. Is in molecular and genomic epidemiology. The first one is the multiple health hazards of long-term exposure to arsenic in drinking water. This is a short-term, it's a rat disease study. And the second part of my research is a natural history and liver cancer risk prediction for chronic hepatitis and C. And you can find our studies in review, HBV and SCV study. And we also engaged in molecular and genomic biomarkers of biological agent-related cancers. There's a gene environmental interaction for this nasopharyngeal carcinoma and for stomach cancer, and also this cervical cancer. And fortunately or unfortunately, I have been invited to serve as a public servant to the people in Taiwan. So I try my best to apply the epidemiological methodology to this public health policy and also for other public services. And I was appointed as a Minister of Health when there was a SARS outbreak, and then Minister of Science and Technology tried to upgrade our science park for high-tech industry, including the semiconductor, manufacturing, and also the promotion of basic translational research. And I was elected as the Vice President, and also now I'm a Premier. And this is very difficult to serve people in Taiwan as a public servant. So I always say that academic research is my work. And Rare disease is an endemic cerebral vascular disease caused by arsenic. It was identified in late 1950s. And as you can see, this patient has this giant membrane of the east and the left foot, and also this foot victim have amputated this affected part. And Rare disease patients not only have this kind of vascular disease,
还算正宗。
做
后给你一起的哦。
你要去大考。
对啊。
太麻烦了。
我那边有这